What's up, you viewers? Good morning and welcome to another vlog. Today I'm riding the Harley-Davidson X440, and I'm riding this mainly because of two reasons. One is that I want to get another motorcycle which is slightly retro motorcycle, and another reason why I am riding this motorcycle is because of the new launch that Harley-Davidson just introduced another model for this motorcycle, which is the T version of the X440. Now this motorcycle was already very good propositions in the lineup when it comes to retro style motorcycles, but this never got the traction that it should have got in the beginning, because it was outshined by the Triumphs and the other motorcycles that were launched at the same time, and that was mainly because of the reasons because of the quality on this motorcycle did not appeal to a lot of people, and it did not look like Harley-Davidson to a lot of people who wanted to get this motorcycle. But what Harley and Hero has done is that they've listened to the feedback of the people. This motorcycle, however, was already good in a lot of aspects, one of them being the sound on this motorcycle. The exhaust on this motorcycle was just music to the ears, and I always love how this motorcycle sounded. And then this is not the first time I'm riding this motorcycle, but I haven't had the opportunity to ride this motorcycle for a longer duration, so I thought, why not just take this motorcycle now. Just listen to this, man. Yeah, that's what it is like. And the sound on this motorcycle is phenomenal. However, or whatever these guys have done with the sound, they've done amazing job. However, let's get to riding. Wow. Amazing. This is one of the best part of this motorcycle, is the way it makes you feel right from the start, right from the get-go. It will feel that you're riding something really good in terms of just the feeling. On the other motorcycles, you have to sometimes push them to their absolute limits or go up in the rev range to extract the maximum out of those motorcycles, and to get the performance that you need on those motorcycles, you need to push those motorcycles. But for this one, you don't really have to push it at all. It's that simple, You never have to push this motorcycle to its limits to enjoy the motorcycle, because most of the power on this motorcycle comes close to the 4000 rpm range, and almost all the power that it generates comes around 4000 rpm, and from there it's the availability of torque and the abundance of torque that comes, the surge that comes, will never make you feel like that you really need to go fast. However, if you look at your speedometer, you will notice that you're already going fast. So that is something that a lot of motorcycles do not give you right out of the box. When you crank the motorcycle up and take it for a spin, you really have to rev the motorcycles to extract that power, that character, the true character of this motorcycle. But because this is a Harley-Davidson, the focus is on torque, availability of torque, and which makes you feel that you are with the motorcycles almost all the time, and you are a part of the experience. Yeah, well, this has impressed me a lot, and that is the reason why, if there is any single cylinder motorcycle available today which gets you to almost everything, is this motorcycle. And I am talking about the classic, the neo retro classic motorcycles. This is the one. This is a very easy pick. However, I still consider that the with all the updates that they've given to the motorcycle, if they could have lowered the price as well, it's a little on the higher side for my liking, but it is a Harley. It will make you feel like you're riding a Harley motorcycle. So I think that price at the end of the day is justified. Well, let's talk about what I liked so far on this motorcycle. Let's start with the engine. The engine is the heart and soul of this motorcycle. Yeah, for any motorcycle it is the heart and soul, but especially for this motorcycle, well, it is the best part of this motorcycle. The engine is just smooth. It's very smooth. There are no vibes on the handlebar. There are vibrations. If I hug the bike or the tank, I'll feel very little vibes, and none of them are annoying so far. None of them are giving me any sort of discomfort or troubles while I'm riding this motorcycle. It's almost 200 kilometers that I've ridden this motorcycle since morning in, and on foot peg, I don't feel any sensation, any troublesome sensation at all. So this is I'm just trying to think what else in terms of vibrations, because one of the things that you consider is, of course, with single cylinder is the vibrations. So they are present, but nothing is going to annoy you, or I should say that you'll not feel those vibrations. And even on these, you know, bad roads, for example, just now just come to a halt almost. Amazing. That's the pickup on this thing is, yeah, it's good. And if I'm standing like I'm getting a bad road, even this, if I stand on the bad roads while you're saddling, yeah, it's not bad, because the reach is pretty good for this motorcycle. The handlebar comes nice and upright to you, so even if you're saddling on this motorcycle, you'll not feel the trouble on bad roads. The suspension take care of most of the things, ironing out most of the undulations on the road. And the best part is that you don't have to shift down. So I'm not shifting, I'm in the fourth gear, I'm in the fourth gear, I'm in the fourth gear, and I'm in the fourth gear, still I'm in the fourth gear, and I have not. So the bike is picking up from, you've seen that how low the speed was. I never feathered my clutch during that, but it picked up. It's already 80, and I'm in 5th gear, slotting to 6. Well, 6th gear on this motorcycle is something that will still give you a little bit of pull that is left in terms of power for this engine, and the power that this engine needs to give you. Throttle is good. It's a wide throttle, of course, on this one, because it is what it is. It came with, but all in all, I'm pretty impressed so far with the ride quality, because the suspension is great. One of the things that I've noticed, that the suspension that Hero is making, whether they're making the suspension for Harley-Davidson or their own motorcycles, there is no one else today in India who makes suspensions better than Hero, and I can vouch for that. It seems that they almost know the Indian roads like the back of their hands in the engineering department when they are doing the suspensions here. They tune them so well, and it's the finesse of the suspension that is going to impress you on this motorcycle or any other Hero motorcycle that you ride. It's just that they know how to do suspensions, man, and it's great. What else? Well, the roads have been good. On bad road condition, this works flawlessly. And once you get a nice tarmac like what I have right now, it'll make you feel that you can ride this for kilometers and kilometers without taking a lot of toll on your body. Well, this is good fun, man. So far, it's been so good. The gear shifts on this motorcycle, it's okay. It's not that great, but it is precise. You slot into a gear, you will know that the gear had a proper shift. However, I just feel that it could just be a little more smooth in terms of when you're transitioning from one gear to the other gear. And it could be a problem with this motorcycle as well, because I don't remember that same feeling when I ridden this motorcycle earlier. Could be because this motorcycle is already 23,000 on the odometer, so that could be a reason why I feel that way. But it's very agile to ride. Even when I'm riding this motorcycle right now, it's just with one hand, and if I'll just do left and right, it will react to the slightest of the input that you're going to give on the handlebar. And the good part is that the tank is in sync with the seat, unlike you have Royal Enfields where the classics or the Meteor, where you have the tank which is a little round in shape, so it's not in sync with the seat. So what I mean by that is that the shape on the seat and the tank, they don't go in sync with each other, not in terms of aesthetics, but I'm just saying in terms of riding. When you're riding those motorcycles, but this one, seat and the tank are shaped in a way that it gives maximum comfort or agility to rider when you're riding it. And you can grab the tank and you can easily maneuver this motorcycle just like the way I'm doing it right now. This is a good part that I thought that I should tell you. What else about this motorcycle? The seat comfort is good. I just feel that it could be a little more full. It is a little soft to my liking, but I think they have addressed this issue as well in the new models of the Harley-Davidson X440. when you have open highways like this, you are going to enjoy this motorcycle. And the best part is that when you don't have good highways like this one, you're still going to enjoy this motorcycle, because there is this huge surge of torque that is available. The availability of torque is what will make your experience worth riding this motorcycle. So we talked about the suspension, the seat, the brakes. Yeah, not spoke about brakes, but consider this: the brakes on this motorcycle, on this one, is to my experience is. It's good. The rear is okay. The rear is much like any other motorcycle. The front, however, I feel that they can certainly improve the progression on the brakes, because the bite is okay, but the progression on the brake is not to my taste, because I like the brakes to be sharp and respond to my inputs much more quicker. But again, I haven't ridden the Harley-Davidson X440T. That's a long name. Yeah, X440T. Yeah, for the time being, I've not ridden that, so I really have to ride that and see if the brakes have improved on that one or not. But this one, I found braking, I don't see any problems when you're riding it on the highways or into your day-to-day. That's gonna be fine. So yeah, I think that was about it, man. The experience riding this motorcycle has been very good. This is one of the I have to say that one of the most underrated motorcycles in its segments or in the market. It's one of the most underrated motorcycles, just like this car is one of the most underrated car in our market, in our country right now. And similarly to this Harley-Davidson X440, you beauty, you are one of the most underrated motorcycle. If I have to compare this to Prime Speed 400, this is better than Speed 400 for sure. If only they could raise the quality levels of this motorcycle to what they have done now, this would have sell in more numbers earlier as well. But it was their first attempt, and they realized their mistakes, and now they've introduced a new version of this motorcycle. So I'm really happy and excited to see how that feels. Okay, well guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you've watched this so far, and I'm almost close to the breakfast point I'm going to go, and thank you so much for subscribing to the channel as well. Appreciate it. I will appreciate if you can leave some comments on this video and tell me if you're liking what you're saying. Your comments matters a lot to me, and I'll try and respond to every comment that comes. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. This was the review for the Harley-Davidson X440 and my experience riding this motorcycle for over 200 kilometers today. If you have any questions, any doubts, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to help answer your questions. And yeah, if you get this motorcycle, replace those MRF rubber with something which is better and more grippier. I just believe that the one on this one is already squishy for my riding, and yeah, that was it, man. That was the video, guys. Thank you so much once again for staying with me, and thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.